EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the 18-yard line.
Ready up, 56. Mike's 56. You're trash, you're trash.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, go. 56 is the mic.
Now back to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 15 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let it go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Got him.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
So we got man. Check three. 22, jet, Bubba. 20, cut up.
Second and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You don't let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they try the right side here. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They're looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's second and 8. On second down, it's Thomas. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Clardy. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmaker and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside to 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 31. Check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard
Let's go,
line.
baby.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The leg. Get there.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mike's 56. We don't want this. 56. Mike.
2nd and 8.
Let's go, Jack. Let's go. We got this.
Pass incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Thrown away and
So
incomplete.
the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yo. Off. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Forced out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Is good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Number 36.
Let's find out who our playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch that.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now
You're not
2nd
going
down.
anywhere, man.
Plays like we just saw there.
You
That's why
can't
they're
get
up right
past
now.
me.
The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Newton's pass.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
1st down, Panthers.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Panthers nothing.
That's it. 180. Mike's 59. 3 buzz.
They'll win on first down. It's Graham, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming out.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 780. It's coming this way. Here we go. 57. 57.
It's Newton.
I'm going back to you.
This would complete to Curtis Samuel. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. None too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the trick, but otherwise, just don't do it.
Go, run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons, 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in an open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
There was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's how you really get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goal posts.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line. Second and 3. They run right side with Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54. He don't know no better.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, baby.
2nd and 10 coming up. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
38-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A give right side now to Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Bring it up.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs or put themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying off in a big way.
Get him, boys. Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. is Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Pollard, he'll have a first down past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Just about every game we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Set. Like 80.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
You can't block me.
On first down, it's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed.
Here we go.
Here come
Here we
the
go.
flags.
Here we go.
There was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting. It was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Number 13.
13 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their
Check,
next
check.
drive,
Watch
the
54, watch
Seahawks
54.
offense. And you're under a minute to go in the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync with the shots on the scoreboard.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Right there,
especially maybe want to look at some safer
Blue
routes
Dan,
after
blue
the
Dan.
interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw here. They'll find Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
Let's go.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here we go. Henry, think it's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll look to throw here. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
on this defense. Wahoo. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Do it. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what they think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 20-yard line.
What 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
17-yard line.
Ready?
57's the mic.
Here we go.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Down.
50 to Pittsburgh. Mike 54.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And he's going to go down again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, watch Sam.
Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Mark this out at the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard
That
line.
is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5.
Here we go.
Superb.
Here we go.
The
180.
Panthers out there and
Man,
ready to
that's
begin
trash.
their next
That's
drive.
trash.
This crew had a punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you're content to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense,
Get ready,
because you
get
have the
ready,
lead, you've been
get ready.
controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You
That's
want
it.
to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So that last play
Shoot,
gives them a
shoot.
little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. 180.
57.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
Watch quick. Watch quick.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
We're set. We're set. 180.
7 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
180.
Newton to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Set. 180.
First down.
57. Mike, 57.
Push him back. Push him back.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time
Yeah,
they're able to
baby.
get him
Yeah,
behind the
baby.
line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just
Set.
ate that
180.
one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
180.
these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he was a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
We're set. 188.
57's the Mike. Target.
Great.
Target.
20.
Check 9.
180.
Now Newton on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Newton's pass.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
You got it.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can
Ready.
do.
180.
Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
180.
And his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is
Let's go,
tackled
let's go,
inside the
let's go.
40, not quite to the 35. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down.
Ready.
Newton to bring him up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
And he's
Watch
4
the
for
pass.
4 now, throwing
Watch
the
the
ball to
pass.
start the drive. On 1st down, Pollard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tackled at the 34-yard line.
Back now in Seattle,
That's the end of the
Washington.
3rd quarter.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
2 tights, 2 tights.
3 down, 3 down.
Off play action, Newton. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment,
Set.
but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way
Let's
because
pick
of
it
the
up.
presence of the defense right there.
Let's get
Yeah,
off the
nice
field.
job to force the incompletion. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but stops.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, the catch was made, put down right on the spot.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the
Come on,
Seattle
hey,
offense ready
check,
to
check.
get
Watch
this
54,
drive
watch
underway.
54.
And they're
Let's
coming
make
off
these
a
babies
3
cry.
I think they've got to look
Let's
at
make
that
these
play
babies cry all the way back home.
and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and
They
get this
don't
offense
want it,
moving.
fellas.
Okay, so
They
how do you do
don't
that? How do you
want
shake
it.
things up?
Keep
You look at what you've called before,
Keep it
realize it hasn't
going.
worked so
Something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those
Let's get
special
it.
plays for one of your young players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this
There
one
we go.
across the
Good.
35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tight end's
And
right.
that's good.
Out,
for
out,
a
out, out.
Seahawks.
5 down. Stand up in.
First and 10.
Mike,
Throw now on
54.
first down.
Let's go, Heavy.
They'll let it
Let's go,
go
Heavy.
deep for
Heavy, what you
Beckham.
got? What you got, Heavy?
And he backs
What you
it
got, Heavy?
away,
Give
and
me
it
some.
falls
Give me
down
some.
incomplete.
Here we go.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
Mike 5-4, Mike
They work
5-4.
again from the
Mike 5-4.
38 on second
Quit
and 10.
talking about it. 6. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You're out. Go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Drop to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 on the Seahawks first.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch
They
54.
scored
Watch
about
54.
5 straight completions here in the second half. First and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They gonna need some therapy
So after
this.
the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
All day.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about pressures in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second
Hey, man.
and 2.
Watch the boot.
At the
Watch the boot.
17-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
57's the Mike. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike 54.
Back to throw on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
He
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Second and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 down at the 34-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
That's
Sports.
how we do it. That's how we do it. Here we go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Match box. Like.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get the high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here we go.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put it into this down. They'll keep it on the ground. Graham. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50%. 180. It's a party now. It's a party now.
No. Off.
Wait.
Check 24.
Handoff working right.
Run.
And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
Pick the edge.
Leo.
Back to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
56, right there, 56. Let's go one more.
Bravo.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hall. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Let's go. 70 Indy.
Mike's 5-4.
You must be dreaming.
Haywood.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here we go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
54.
Check. Watch
54.
Watch QB drop.
It's caught by OBJ. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Come on, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Will Dissly. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Set.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
We played to win.
Let's check in with our referee.
Go.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 54. I got you. I got you. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really be.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it, at least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 9 now for the 21. Going to run again here with Collins. And And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. 57.
First throw in overtime. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Carolina.
So for Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gun.
36.
Newton out front. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off. Or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for bedtime to go tonight. They're looking for pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the offensive movement to the west.
And the Panther first down.
Ready?
57. Oh, here we go. Oh, single.
White
On
44.
first down, it's Newton.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Eluding the pressure run. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop
go, boys.
it.
Bring it up.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Set. White 33.
Time to go. Night.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.